Hey Trey, it's Sal Capaccio, WGR. Can you see me okay, buddy?
Yeah, I can see. What's up, Sal? How you doing, man?
Good, good, good. Hope you had a good off season. Hope everything's going well for you there.
Yeah.
Just want to ask you about your decision to play this year because a lot of guys around the league have decided they don't want to play, they want to opt out. What went into your decision? A guy going into the final year of his contract to say, you know what, I'm gonna go out there and play football this year.
Sal, honestly, I'm still undecided, man. I got until tomorrow, but I just wanted to come in and kind of see like how it was gonna go, like how the season was gonna go as far as like moving around in the locker room, just how is the day-to-day operation, and just talking it over with my old lady and just seeing what would be the best decision for my kids too, and that playing a part in it, and just trying to see how them being up here and not being able to come to the games and move around, and my kids being able to go to school and just being away from my family for such a long time without being able to do anything. So we just kind of just taking it down to the last day, and we're going to decide from there. So I'm still kind of undecided, honestly.
Thank you.
Hey, Trey, John Scott, good to see you.
What's up, bro?
Let's talk the contract. I know you did something, I think, on Twitter recently when people were saying with some of the DBs, looking to get paid, and you said something like, slow down, I still have some time. Where is your mindset, understanding the fifth-year options coming and just your entire contract situation, seeing the rest of the defensive backs, the number continues to rise?
It's just me just being a competitor. You always want to, I want to put myself in a position where I could and break the cycle for my family and break that curse and have some generational wealth and be able to, take care of my family and my kids so they can have the things that I didn't have growing up, and be able to have some advantages too, just as far as just economically and as far as just schooling too. So, that's obviously a big deal, but obviously right now it's just focused on getting better each and every day and just how I can get better as a player, and so I can continue to be that total team player and continue to make plays on the field.
A quick follow-up, would you like a new deal done sooner, or are you willing to play this out, till the end?
Whenever the time is right, whenever, when my agent and the Bills, they get together, and whenever the numbers are right, when I feel comfortable for where it's at, for what I feel that I'm worth, then that's when it's going to be. But I'm not going to rush into anything and go into a premature thing, because I'm not negotiating out of pretty much out of desperation, because I'm good. I'm good at managing my money, and I'm good at doing the things that I need to do and being responsible with my finances. So I'm not hurting for money to jump at the first thing that's going to be out there. So I know what I'm worth, and I know what I feel like I bring to the table for the team. And it's a team game, but I know that with what I bring to the game, I think I have a worth that's out there, and it's a market out there for the defensive back, and it's only going up. So I'll see what happens.
Well, thanks a lot.
Hey, Trey, Heather Prusak here. How you doing? Good to see you.
How you doing? Good to see you too.
Speaking of, your play, and, we know that you hold yourself to such a high standard, from where you finished last season. What are your expectations for yourself this year if you do decide to play?
Honestly, Heather, I just want to be the best version of myself that I can be for my teammates. I play the most beautiful game in the world, and it's a team game. I have a lot of guys around me that makes the game so much more easier for me. I have Tremaine Edmonds in the middle, that's one of the best young linebackers in the league. I have the luxury of having Micah Hyde and Jordan Porter behind me to correct me when I'm wrong, whenever I do something that I'm supposed to do. Those guys always. And then I have Jerry Hughes on the outside, Trent. I have Ed, and I have a mixture of new guys too that can come in. And then I have Josh Norman and Levi too. So those guys make the game so much more easier for me. So it'll be kind of premature and naive for me to just sit here and just like, I'm this great player and I'm doing it all by myself. No, it takes the pass rush. It takes Jermaine getting his hands up, because he's 6'8" with a 7'3" wingspan, making throws go all type of ways. So it's a collective effort, and I'm just so happy to be on the lucky end of things. So
And, you mentioned Josh Norman there. What are your first impressions of him so far?
Oh man, I mean, he's a team guy. I mean, he's a knowledgeable guy, the guy that did it to the best that anybody can do it in this system. Like 4 years ago in 15 and going to the Super Bowl and having a hell of a year that he had. So I can always learn from him because he's been in this system longer than I, and he's done it with McDermott as the defensive coordinator, not the head coach. So he's got the other side of McDermott that he can give me knowledge on. So anything I can learn from anybody, and him being a 9-year vet now, and I'm still being a young guy, just feeling around. I'm all for it. And like I said, I got 2 guys on the back too that I can learn from each and every day. So I think that the group that we have, we have a lot of pieces that can do something special this year.
Thanks, Trey.
Hey Trey, Josh Reed here. Glad to see you. Happy to see you.
Josh, how you doing, man?
Good. Happy to see you're doing well. Hey, kind of want to circle back a little bit to the contract stuff. Had a chance to talk to Dion. He's in a similar situation as you are. He said, "Look, I'd be sitting here lying to you if I told you I didn't think about it." Do you feel the same way? Is it something that no matter how much you try not to think about it, it is still something that is just it's the way of life?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's like I said earlier, it's something that it can change the cycle of some things that I'm trying to do for my family and just setting up businesses for my family and employing my own people. So it's definitely that aspect that I think about because I got a lot of people in my family that's not economically, they're not in the situation that I would want them to be. So with me being able to get a contract and be able to start my own businesses and being able to employ my own people without just handing them money, I feel like that's a big deal. And I think that's the main thing that I want to do with, whenever it comes. So, I mean, I know it's going to come within due time. I mean, everything that's for me is going to be for me no matter when it comes. So I'm not stressing on it. I just know that if I continue to work hard and just continue to do the things, take care of my body and eat right and get to sleep at night, that I'm going to perform well and we're going to do great things. So the contract thing is going to come. Like I said, it's already written. It's already going. What it's going to be is already going to be. So I'm not going to stress out over it. I just come in and just have fun and just be myself.
Thanks, Trey. Appreciate your time.
Hey Trey, hope you're doing well. Just got a question for you, just about the last couple months. You talk about your family in this decision about opting in or opting out, and taking care of your family when it comes to your contract and setting up family members in your life for success. Just this mindset that you have right now, I wonder if it's changed at all during COVID and during this time without football, whether that be just your outlook on football or your outlook on life. I guess how has these last few months changed as an individual, Trey?
First of all, Matt, how you doing? I haven't talked to you in a minute. How you doing? Good to see you. Wish I could see you in the building. But obviously, yeah, it was great. I mean, the break that we had, the COVID thing, it was kind of a little blessing. I got to spend more time with my family. I was down in Louisiana for 6 or 7 months. I got to see my mom every day, see my brothers and sisters every day, my grandma, all of my people. And then I was able to wake up and see my kids on a day-to-day basis. It's not like I'm waking up and leaving before they wake up. So I'm able to see them every day, get up, get them dressed, brush their teeth. We go on walks, family walks every day. So it was definitely that aspect where I was like, man, this is the life here. Like if I could do this every day, I would. But it comes that aspect of, I could set my family up for longevity, just financial freedom, generational wealth. So that played a part in it too. So I mean, my outlook on life is just I'm doing this thing. Like I have a conversation with my family all the time. It's just like what I'm doing now. I'm sacrificing just time with you guys to set up something for something bigger in our future. So that's how I look at it. And then if I'm able to do that and sacrifice it now, then on the long run, we'll have a great life.
And then a quick follow-up question. Were you a part of the workouts in Virginia with the defensive players? And if so, how did it go?
I mean, it was which workouts you talking about?
Josh Norman and Jordan
I
Poyer.
I wasn't able to make it that weekend. I had some family things going on, but I was able to FaceTime the guys and they were doing some good things. Josh has a huge house with sand pit in the back. So I wasn't able to. I was mad that I wasn't able to go because it was such of a short notice trip and just me with the COVID thing traveling. going to DC and then coming back, and then having 2 little kids. I wasn't going to risk that. So I was able to, talk to those guys on FaceTime when they were doing some things, but I just stayed back in Louisiana. I didn't think that I was thinking about my little kids. I wasn't going to risk going through the airport and trying to fly and coming back. So
Thanks, Trey. Appreciate it.
all right, thank you, Maddie. Everybody done?
Nah, he's up. He's on mute. I don't know what's going on right now.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were just going to give me the cold shoulder like that. I was like, man, that's that's embarrassing. But how you doing, man? It's good to see you.
I'm good, bro.
For starters, you said you wanted to get a feel for I guess the procedures at the facility and what kind of safety measures they've been taking. We've heard around the league that the Bills are one of the more proactive teams in terms of keeping players safe and going above and beyond to make sure everybody's safe. But what's been your impression of the COVID-19 protocols after being around the facility in some way for a week?
I mean, we have some of the best people around the league, just caring for us and really caring for our well-being. So obviously they've been doing a great job, but just the aspect of guys still testing positive and having false positive tests, then coming back and test negatives. It's just those things that psychologically that plays a part in my thinking each and every day. Just, do I want to come in here and hopefully get my little 11-month-old baby sick, just coming home and trying to love on him and picking him up? Do I want to risk that? I mean, because at the end of the day, like, no matter what, my family's going to come first, no matter what's going on, like how big of a season or what's going on. I'm always put my kids first. So, I mean, it's just still that's weighing on me. And then my girl in the back of my mind, she's just having to stay at home with the kids all day by herself, no family, can't go out, do anything. So those type of things weigh in on me. And then my family can't travel up to spend time with her and see the kids. So those are things that I think about each and every day, and just trying to see if I'm willing to go the distance, go 4 or 5 months doing the same thing and just having my kids stuck in the house. Like, I don't know if I'm willing to do that. So I don't know. So I just gonna pray about it and just see how it is. So I don't know, man.
Man, I can imagine it's a difficult decision. But
Yeah.
A quick follow-up as well. I don't know how closely you've been able to work or observe this offense now that Stefon Diggs has been added. But if you have, what's your first impression of what Diggs is looking like and what this offense looks like with him?
Well, obviously, he's a grade A talent within himself. I mean, what he has the most deep yards or something like that. He's a crazy stat. So he's a guy that, you can plug and play him, no matter what, he's going to make your team better. So to have a transcendent talent like that to add with Smoke and Bees and the other guys that we have with Josh, and then having a little motor too, and then the offensive line shuffling, and we having Mitch and Dion and those guys, Spain. I mean, we have on paper, it looks great, but we're going to continue. Those guys are going to continue to have to work each and every day. But, I mean, just on paper, we look sexy. We look good, man. And I hopefully, I know that the offense is going to they're going to get it down, and we're going to have some explosive plays. It's going to be fun to watch. And then to have a guy like him to be able to go up against and practice one of the best in the league, he's going to do nothing. He's not going to do anything but make me better. So I'm not going to see many more guys on Sunday that's better than him. So Monday through Friday in practice, that's where I get better at. So, it's gonna be good for both of us, and good for the offense and the defense. So a guy like that coming to our offense and plugging in, you could tell that he's gonna buy into the culture that we're building, and hopefully we're gonna have another great year.
Appreciate it, Trey. Thank you.
Yeah.
Take away Trey, Mookie Hawkins, Waffle Sports 1080. How you doing, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Hanging in there. All the way from your days in Shreveport, man. You've been All-American since then. You played quarterback, actually. That's why, you really probably one of the most cerebral corners in the game.
Yeah.
Coming off a career high and pretty much making a name for yourself last year. So, basically tell us what attributes into making a good cornerback.
It's all about confidence, man, and just believing in what you see on film, believing in, what you're seeing on the field too, and just having a feel. I mean, it'll be naive and premature for me to sit here and say like I've been this great corner. I've been doing no. I mean, it took a lot of trial and error, just being beat on routes and just seeing it each and every day in practice and just getting the feel for guys' tempo. They're changing the speed, when they're gonna break down, like those subtle little things. I mean, it takes a lot of repetition, man. It's something that I can't just simulate. It's something that I got to go out there and practice, and I just been able to just practice and see it. And I have a great coach, man, and John Butler that just teaches great technique. He's great at what to watch on film. Coach Frazier, he's a great asset too. Just working on me every day on the jugs, just catching the ball, just everything that I did last year. It wasn't overnight. It was something that had been cooking and just something that I had been training myself, and my coaches have been training me to just. And it just happened. You know, it wasn't overnight thing. It was something that every day I'm catching balls every day. I'm working on my back pedal, stand square every day, just watching film every day, just make sure I get enough sleep, drink enough water, eat the right stuff. It's just something that every day, and it so happen. So it's just a routine that I have now, and just down packed. I know what to do now. I know what to do. I know what I'm looking at on the offensive side of the bar. Like I know if I see this formation, this split, I know what's coming. You know, it's just stuff like that. Just over time, just me building a book on just writing that stuff down. Like, okay, this is what they're doing when they're doing it. It's just stuff like that, and it takes time, man, and it's something that it's a process. And I was willing to wait and be patient and just trust the process and just be able to just not get so anxious to having that overnight success. Is something that I had to build on. And you know, I'm just going to try to continue to build because I'm still young. I'm just going into my 4th year, so I got a long way to go.
Yeah, and that process, you know, you rep it out so much that it becomes natural. But, hey, I wish you opt in, but we definitely wish you and your family the best, man.
Man, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right, that was the last question for today. Thank you, everyone.
All right, guys, man. Thank y'all, guys.